Well, I'll explain later.
Hey, I know what's going on here.
Ray, please.
Look, you just can't stand it, can you? You just can't stand that she's more interested in me than she is in you.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Look, I'll be back here. 6:30 sharp.
It's a nice clear night. We're sleeping under the stars. Such as they are. I hear it. Ah, Ray. Glad you could join us.
Oh, yeah, I bet you are. Anything happened?
No.
You get called in on any emergencies?
No, it's been very quiet.
Good.
Lou Scagnetti looked across the stone table at the beautiful princess. And he said to himself,
Fraser,
what?
you think she had something to do with it, don't you?
Well, I try not to prejudge people, Ray.
You do, come on.
Well, all I will say is that I detected a certain, well, almost a musk-like animal wariness about her.
Musk? You're talking to me about musk? I detect a certain kind of musk here myself.
We're on the road to romance. It's safe to say, and we'll make all the stops along the way.
Ray.
The problem here, of course, is to simply
Ray.
hold your horses. To rush would be a crime.
Ray. Time?
6:30. Coffee?
Anything happen?
No.
You sleep?
Very little. You?
No. What about him?
I don't think he's moved.
You saw it all? Dogs, huh? They have all the fun.
Would seem so. Well, Ray, we should get going.
Look, Fraser, I'm wallowing. Give me a little time for a wallow.
Right you are. Do you, take sugar when you walk?
One.
Can you believe this guy pedaled this entire route every day?
Pull over, will you? Pull over. Pull over! I don't know, I feel nauseous or something if I'm not driving.
Look, I feel nauseous if you are driving.
But you always...
Hey, listen, hey, let's end this right, okay? I'm sick of this argument. Is it because you gotta have a steering wheel in your hands? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, get out of the car. Right now, get out. Hey, this is for your stomach.
I suppose you think this is funny, right? You want to know something? It's not funny. It's cruel. I mean, all I said was... What?
It is.
Well, the Palermo Social Club.
Let me see if I got this right, Fraser. Luann is a beautiful woman, therefore she must be bad. And since she's a really beautiful woman, that means she's got to be really bad. Is that how it goes inside your brain?
Are you sure it's my brain we're talking about?
Randy said this was as close as he could come. Mind you, your eyewitness hasn't slept in about 6 months, so he wasn't at his sharpest.
What?
Nothing.
You think this is a woman in disguise?
Well, there is something sort of off-kilter about it.
You think she's involved, don't you?
Ray,
Look, and you're going to tell me that this is a false mustache.
All right. The smudge she had on her upper lip when we went to the Tucci household could, and I say could, have been the residue of spirit gum used to hold a mustache on.
Right, and the pillow that fell off the chair.
Might account for the description of a fat man with skinny legs. I say might.
And I suppose that that cassette tape you found in the living room of her reading Sword of Desire, she used that to fool Mrs. Tucci into thinking that she was sitting in a comfy chair reading to her from across the room.
Thereby providing her with an alibi so she could slip out to the park and shoot Mr. Tucci. But as I say, Ray, this is just the purest of speculation.
Right, so why don't we just bring her in here and grill the snot out of her?
Without cause, that would violate her civil rights.
Jack and Dewey called in. Old man Tucci used to bring his pretzels by the Palermo Social Club every day. It's a real wise guy hangout. I mean, you had to have Major Bones before you could even get a decaf there. Maybe he heard something.
So you're saying this is mob related?
Hello. Random. Anyone ever heard of random killings?
He owned a home in Lincoln Wood, had a couple of semis in Oak Park. No mortgage. He's worth $1.7 million.
Related to the mob.
I would resist the temptation of jumping to conclusions, gentlemen and lady. I mean, by way of example, Joel Bodiak was a humble janitor with the Women Christian Temperance Center in Eagle River, and as honest as the day is long, but by the time he died, he owned a split-level home, 2 power boats, and several expensive pairs of shoes.
Miss Vecchio, the phone records. I want to know what calls were made to and from the Tucci house and who made them.
Probably to Al Capone. Did you ever stop to think this might be personal? I mean, we know this guy's worth $1.7 million, so who inherits it? Did you ever think of that?
Mrs. Tucci, it would appear that your husband has left everything to Franco Jr.
Ah, Frankie. Frankie will take care of me. My Frankie.